Could Great Adventure be adding the first ever Vekoma Super Boomerang? Since my last update, Great Adventure has released 5 teasers about what their 2024 new coaster could be. All this and more coming up next on PANJ Thrills. Well, Flavors of the World has now ended, and now Oktoberfest is back here at Great Adventure. Alright guys, let's head back to Metropolis. So the first teaser that came out on August 17th, since my last update, was when Great Adventure listed about a bunch of their coasters. So they listed Batman, they listed Dark Knight, they listed Superman, they listed Justice League, and they listed Green Lantern. Now, what could that mean? They also then said in the teaser, what's missing? So a lot of people were thinking that it could possibly be a Flash theme. Now, since my last video, some smart enthusiasts looked at those blueprints, or sorry, that equation that Great Adventure released that I talked about in my first video, and they actually came up with those stats matching a Vekoma Super Boomerang, which is something very unique and definitely something very exciting for Great Adventure to be adding. It is something that is nothing like it unless you went to China, and it would definitely fit into this whole area back here. Now, when I looked at the layout of a Vekoma Super Boomerang, it reminded me a lot about Batman and Robin the Chiller. And I was thinking about how you could do a chiller theme with a Vekoma Super Boomerang. And when you look at it, it's going to be launched, it's going to go backwards, and it's going to have an upwards twist. Now that's exactly what Batman and Robin the Chiller had. If you guys remember, the Batman side would launch out, go into a top hat like Mr. Freeze at over Texas or St. Louis. It would go through an upwards twist, hit a spiral, and fall back and do the same thing over again. Now the problem with that, if Great Adventure decided to add a Vekoma Super Boomerang, is that is not really the best capacity. So a lot of people have been saying that they could possibly add a turntable. So if they theme the one train to Batman and one to Robin, it could definitely work. Then the next teaser came on August 19th, which Great Adventure spelled out and scrambled. It seemed to be the word 15th, which this would be their 15th roller coaster if they decide to add one to this whole area. The problem is when you unscrambled the letter, it was still missing an F. Now, some people point out that that could possibly mean a Flash theme. So, yeah, we're kind of going back and forth between, is it a Flash theme or is it a Batman Robin the Chiller theme? So here we are in the gift shop for Justice League Battle for Metropolis. And as you can see, Great Adventure has started selling a lot more Flash merchandise. Now, some people have believed that they are getting ready by adding all this merchandise for their next coaster to be themed to the Flash. So the next teaser came on August 22nd, where Great Adventure posted a word search, and inside the word search was El Toro, King Ka, Log Flume, Justice League, and I believe Batman. Please let me know if I missed any of them. And it was all contained within this one, and the one was like the word search. Now we know the Log Flume, Sawmill Log Flume over here, is receiving some upgrades for next season. Could this mean that El Toro and King Ka could also be receiving some updates? I mean, last year they retracked El Toro where the rough patches. So I imagine if they did retrack it, it would be some minor just track updates. King Ka has also been suffering a lot of downtime, so I don't think they're gonna do anything like Top Thrill 2, but maybe some minor maintenance work they might do on King Ka. Batman is very interesting. Maybe being pointed back to Batman Robin the Chiller. I know I just said the Flash, but this is where the teasers kind of like are kind of leading us all over the place. And then Justice League. So again, not sure, maybe some updates to Justice League. The way I read it, because all this word search was within the one, could we be seeing an announcement date on September 1st?
I don't remember accelerating like that.
So yesterday, Great Adventure posted another math equation, and the two of the numbers were 163 times 13, which, if you looked on the Vekoma website, is actually the length and width of a Vekoma Super Boomerang. So that's the footprint. The other two numbers they added was 180 and 24. Again, that ties back into what I was saying earlier. If they add a turntable, they could have a 180-degree turntable. If they wanted to do a Batman Robin the Chiller, then they could do one train as the Batman and one as the Robin. They previously have done this on Aquaman at Six Flags over Texas. And then the other number was 24. Now, could that mean 24 people per train or 2024? Who knows? Last video I did, they posted 436 as part of their first math equation. And that's actually the length of a Vekoma Super Boomerang in meters, I believe. And then they had like 24. Again, could that mean for 2024 or 24 people per train? 50, maybe 50 feet. 4 they had in their first equation. Could that mean 4 launches? Because I believe you have 2 launches going forwards, and then you would have 2 going backwards. And then, yeah, so very interesting. Which leads me into our teaser from today. So Great Adventure posted another teaser today where they showed a bunch of miles per hour. So they had 40 miles per hour, which some people said is the speed of Runaway Mine Train. Runaway Mine Train goes, they believe, 40 miles an hour. 50 miles per hour. You know, you have Batman over there. I think Green Lantern goes 50 miles an hour, or Superman. Then you had 80 miles per hour. That's how fast Nitro goes. And then 90 miles an hour. Now, I'm not sure what goes 90 miles an hour here. I don't know, maybe King Dakar after it comes down its launch. Not its launch. That goes 128 miles an hour. After it comes down the second air, the hell, I'm not sure what goes 90 miles per hour here. But then they had 60 miles per hour twice. Now 60 miles per hour, actually Green Lantern, I believe, goes 60 miles an hour. Superman goes 50. That would make sense to me. But 60 miles per hour is also the speed of a Vekoma Super Boomerang. So we got a lot of teasers now pointing to a Vekoma Super Boomerang. What are my thoughts about it? I'm really excited for this. This is basically the return of Vekoma's thrilling coasters. Now, we have seen family coasters such as Big Bear Mountain, and coming next to Holiday World is Good Gravy. I still can't get over that name. And there's one coming to Kings Island. But this would be a thrilling coaster with launches and inversions. I think it would fit really well in this area, especially if they themed it to Batman, Robin the Chiller. Like I said, I think it's a perfect theme. It actually fits more with Batman, Robin the Chiller than what I proposed in my first update, which was a Premier Rides multi-launch coaster like West Coast Racers. It would definitely give them a coaster that they don't have. They don't have a tamed down launch coaster. They have King Dakar, which is rip your face off intense, but they need something that more people can ride. Something under 54 inches is the height requirement for King Dakar. This would be, if we're taking a look at the teaser and what they teased, this would be around 48 inches, which for Hershey people is a Hershey bar height requirement. And that also fits in really well with what the COO said during the Six Flags quarterly earnings call, which they said this was the last minute addition. So if you're gonna build a coaster like that, it would have to be a clone ride. But the thing is, how many of you have been to China? I mean, not many. So this one would be something very unique, and it would definitely be great for Vekoma, seeing their brand new launch coasters getting a return here in the United States. We've seen them all over Europe, but it would be fantastic to finally see them making a comeback here. You know, you have Phonax at Frop Summerland. You have a bunch of them at Energylandia. You know, where else? You know, Abyssus at Energylandia. Like, this is going to be huge for Vekoma next year, and it's great. I hope we get to see more products from them. I would love to see one of their coasters at Hershey. So also over here by Mama Flora's in the Ferris wheel, there's also this sign out saying, "Please pardon our appearance for a near event." So who knows if this is for Fright Fest or I'm going to assume so. Or maybe the 50th anniversary. Exciting times. But anyways, guys, that's going to do it from a great adventure. Project 2024 construction update. I hope you all enjoyed this episode. Not a ton of construction work, but a lot of teasers, and Great Adventure is hyping it up with what they are getting next year in terms of their new roller coaster that they announced. Alright, so hopefully next time I will see you, we shall know what is coming to Great Adventure next year for their 50th anniversary. Until then, I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye, guys.